Hello and welcome to all you Scorpios. This is your monthly horoscope for Scorpio for December of 2021. A very Plutonian month, extremely Plutonian. And we are going to have for the whole month a Venus-Pluto conjunction almost exact. And that's your cup of tea, Scorpios. I mean, that's like a Venus in Scorpio, basically operating. So we're going to talk about that, and but first the eclipse. There's an eclipse, a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, and it's at 12 degrees with the sun, the moon together, and the south node together. This is the last one of the series that I've been talking about a whole year about these eclipses, and this is the last one that you're gonna feel in your second house. So this is not new what I'm mentioning now. This is not the end of the world, and it's definitely not life transforming what I'm talking about, but there is some ending, and all about cycles, dear Scorpios, because you are all about, you're suppressing. There is something that that you could say, that is under the surface, and all of a sudden you put light on it, and not all of a sudden, through a long process, it's the ending of a cycle and the transformation sets in. And dear Scorpios, that a transformation never happens with something that needs to go, or whether it is an attitude, whether it is whatever it is. So for you in your second house, that means literally you could have been doing a lot of selling and or putting away stuff and resources that you weren't using anymore. So this is your last. If you say, Veerle, what the hell are you talking about? But I have piles and piles of clothes in my closet. Go and delve into it, now that you still can, because you're going to get the rewards. You're going to get, especially from other people, more value, whether it is resources or whether it is support in some sort of level, emotionally, financially, or whatnot. So this is like this last energy where it is recommended to the things that are no longer soothing you, whether it is clothes, books, furniture, cars that are falling apart, but you're so stuck to it, because it's known. It's that last calling. Of course, you do whatever you want to do with it. I mean, these energies are energies. You decide what you're gonna do with it. But definitely a possibility to make room, make space for some new energies to come. And those new energies, they're definitely already there. It's not, again, this is a wrapping up of that energy that has to do with other people and you being open for their support. Now, another thing that is that you're going to find probably far more interesting is the Venus-Pluto conjunction. For the whole month, we're going to feel that. I mean, a Venus-Pluto conjunction that happens like you feel that maybe 2 days, 3 days in a year, but now it's a whole month, and that has to do with the Venus retrograde. So as I speak now, Venus is already in Capricorn. So Capricorn is Earth, and that goes well with your watery energy, and but it's definitely not a ordinary Venus retrograde. So you could say 2 years or so there is a retrograde with Venus. It means a reassessing of what we love and what we connect with. Now, for you, that happens in your third house. So it could be people, because the third house is a social house, and that would be siblings, neighbors, people in the neighborhood, people that you connect with in a casual way, so to speak. That's also third house. But of course, it's also short trips, and it's also communication. I mean, that is a big area of your life, how you communicate and how you think and how you deal with how you see the world on a day-to-day basis, basically. And that is up to a transformation. Because when Venus passes there in that third house, it kind of emphasizes that in a way of being more connected to siblings, being better connected to, or beautiful communication, or but real communication because it's in Capricorn, or all that kind of stuff. Good communication, beautiful words that are soothing as well, in a very positive way. But as I said, the retrograde means a reassessment. So you're going to reassess certainly something. And I mean, Venus in the third can also mean love, that you're reassessing love. I mean, whether it is towards a specific person, but it can also mean very much about your ideas around love. What is love for you? What does it represent? What does it not represent? Your mind is going to be a lot around those ideas. And now, as I said, that's a Flemish word for so, but dus. Anyways, language, you could be studying a language as well. I mean, the third house and going very deep into it and intense, a very tough language. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna see the result at the end of February of next year. Anyway, that's also for some of you maybe very, very, very real. But I try to do these horoscopes as general as I can. And it has this Plutonic color here. And that is because Venus, when it comes to the degree where Pluto is, around 24, 25, 26 degrees, it's going to touch Pluto, and it's going to jump over Pluto around the 11th and 12th of the month of December. And then it's going backwards over Pluto around Christmas time. So, but it's going to dance around that Pluto for the whole month. And Pluto has to do with intensity. It's your ruler, your new ruler, you could say, because you're also ruled by Mars, which is the ancient ruler. But it's all about transformation. It's all about integrity. It's all about hidden stuff as well, there could be truth coming. It's all about, the aim is definitely truth. And I don't have to say that to the Scorpios, when truth has to come out, when it has been hidden for quite a long time, it's not the easiest thing. So you could be having conversations with siblings that are not easy, with neighbors that aren't easy, with people that you see on a daily basis, with studying. Things are not that easy and very intense, and it has to do with going to the root of the matter and to have no hidden agenda. If you're gonna do that, you can't go wrong, dear Scorpios. If you're gonna make sure that you're not trying to control through your words, I mean controlling others, or not let other people control you through their words and through their, the way that they think, and they want to force it to you, it's definitely not going to happen. Because this is so negative and toxic. So yeah, it's about the stuff that you love, which is realness and integrity and surrendering with full trust. Not surrendering to be a doormat, but surrendering to something that is bigger than you, because you trust that what is delivered to you without out of your control is the best. So that could mean, for instance, around love. If you're, Scorpionic people, they are people that can be a bit manipulative every now and then. And I hope, I'm not going to be bombarded with message comments here below, but hey, I have a Venus in Scorpio as well. I don't care. When I don't care, I don't care. I can detach. But that's the same for you Scorpios. So getting towards the state of detachment, towards something that is really, really important for you, because you trust then that what will come is the best for you. So around love, for instance, if you can be maybe obsessed about someone that you love, or someone that maybe you are single and you want them to fall for you as well, right? And nothing wrong with that, but the thing is that if you force that too much, it doesn't become natural, and you're trying to control that situation, because ultimately deep down inside you don't trust it. And that's the whole point. So the whole point is, in that case, for instance, that you're detaching yourself. You're doing the work, you're trying to connect, and then you let go. It sounds easy, right? It's far from easy because it's compulsive. And so that could be with a love interest, but I think in general it more has to do with the way that you think about certain things and the way that you want to convince others, or others want to convince you to follow that integrity. It's a very beautiful transit, I think, for the Scorpios. And because ultimately the only thing they want is authenticity and truthfulness, and also in love, Venus, Pluto. Do you want to have to work for getting attention and love? No, not at all. And that is the reward that a Venus Pluto person, I mean in a natal chart, but now here in that energy, wants ultimately. It wants to, when it detaches itself, and then when it trusts that it comes to them or not to them, and that is because it's the right thing. This is such a karmic energy for all of us, and especially for the Scorpios. So have fun with it, Scorpios. I mean, this is not fun basically, but you know what I mean. Go through it and transform. Absolutely. This is a time where you change because of your connections. Absolutely. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.